Hi, I'm Andrew Smith with Virginia Farm Bureau's Governmental Relations Department.
And I'm Stephanie Talon with Farm Bureau Government Relations.
Stephanie, a lot of celebration last week, the inauguration, we have a new administration, the General Assembly's underway, the party's over. We're busy working on bills. Deadlines have come. Today's the drop date for a lot of bills going into the pipe. They have to decide whether they drop bills. But I know you had a lot of bills in committee this week. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, the party's over, but we're still having fun. Both the House Agriculture and the Senate Agriculture committees met this week. The House Agriculture Committee met, however, subcommittees have not met yet for the full House Ag Committee. So just a few bills were heard through that committee this week, ones that were pretty much non-controversial, could move forward pretty quickly. One that we were supportive of was related to dairy, and that's House Bill 828 by Delegate Tony Wilt and Delegate Wendy Goditis. This would just make some technical changes to the Dairy Margin Coverage Premium Assistance Program, which is a mouthful. If y'all will remember, this was a program established last General Assembly to help our dairy farmers who are struggling by reimbursing them for premium payments into the federal Dairy Margin Coverage Program. So this bill would just, again, make some technical changes. USDA pushed the deadline to enroll in the federal DMC program this year. Therefore, we had to extend the deadline to apply for the state program to give producers time to get their premium payments and everything set up for that program. The bill would also allow producers to work with NRCS in addition to DCR and creating nutrient management plans, which is a requirement of the program as well. So we were certainly supportive of that bill, and it does have an emergency clause to keep it moving pretty quickly through the process and take effect immediately upon the governor's signature. Over on the Senate side, there were a couple bills that we were watching. Everyone's favorite topic, Sunday hunting. Senator Chap Peterson has a bill, Senate Bill 8, to allow Sunday hunting on both public and private lands as long as it's not within 200 yards of a place of worship. Farm Bureau policy is that we are neutral on the idea of Sunday hunting as long as the prohibition on hunting deer or bear with dogs remains. So we were fortunate enough to work with the patron on this issue, and he did include language to make sure that prohibition remains in place. So we were neutral on the bill, and the bill did pass the Senate Agriculture Committee and will be moving forward. So Andrew, I know you've been working on a few bills that may be coming up next week in committee.
Yeah, so much of what we do is working behind the scenes or working with legislators or their staff. Some relieving our concerns, some making sure the bill works within the system, so to speak. One big area that's always been a concern of our members is what we call farm use vehicles. Our farmers really benefit from using those exemptions under the DMV code to be able to haul product to and from the field, to the shop, things like that, to the market in a limited distance. Those get abused a lot by non-farmers or people that claim to be using them for exempted purposes, but they're not really. So our members want a formal program through DMV, some way to certify that they are a farmer. They're, promise that they're going to use it for the intended purposes. So we have 3 bills this year, one by Delegate Ronnie Campbell, another one from Delegate Bloxham. I think they're probably going to be rolled in together since they're very similar. Then we have Senator Hanger on the Senate side, who we've been working with a number of months. Not too much detail, but basically they would go to DMV, certify that they're a farmer growing products, and very similar to the FTAG program, but it still wouldn't be registered. But trying to do our best to work with the DMV and the state police to cut out those abusers, but still have a program that farmers can use for those limited purposes. Also, we've requested a bill from Delegate Orrick to really clarify who develops some forms for land use assessment. As Commissioner of Revenues retire, people at the Department of Taxation, everybody, things have kind of gotten a little different, and it's a learning project. We want to clarify who develops those forms. We think a unified program is the best way to go. So really appreciate Delegate Orrick putting that in, and that'll be in subcommittee next week. Lots of bills dealing with solar. There's a few eminent domain clarifications or protecting the landowner. And I know Martha's continuing to work and represent us on the budget. So a lot of things going on. As you said, things got underway this week. It's going to be even heavier next week because we'll continue to see more bills that go onto the system. So, I know it's a lot going on, but we'll get through it. Before we go, something big's happening Sunday and Monday.
That's
Tell us about
right.
it.
Yes, Legislative Day is back. Virginia Farm Bureau Legislative Day will be Monday, January 24th. Our staff handed out little notepads and invitation cards to legislators this week. We could not serve them a Virginia-grown meal this year due to COVID restrictions, but we did share with them a cheeseburger stress ball to remind them that farmers are always growing our meals for us, and next year we'll be back in person to make them those actual cheeseburgers. And Andrew, I have to tell you, it's been fun going around offices this week and seeing them with their cheeseburgers on their desk and the notepads and the cards. So they're definitely looking forward to seeing our members. We're looking forward to seeing our members. Travel safe getting here to Richmond, and can't wait to see you very soon.
Did you save some of those stress balls for us?
We might need them, maybe sometimes more than ever. But
Good. Thank you, Stephanie.
we'll see you next week.